There are only 6 days left until Genshin Impact version 5.4 finally drops. While many call this a filler update, there is still a surprisingly high number of Primogems to earn in Phase 1. If you're planning your Primogem savings, want to maximize your pulls, or just need to know if it's worth spending now or saving for Phase 2, this video will break down every single source of Primogems available in the first half of version 5.4. Let's get started. First, let's talk about daily commissions, one of the most consistent ways to earn Primogems. Every day, you get 4 commissions, and completing all of them will reward you with 60 Primogems. Once you claim the bonus at the Adventurers Guild. From February 12th to March 5th, there are 21 days, meaning that if you complete your commissions every day, you will earn a total of 1,260 Primogems. If you're in a rush and don't have time to manually complete commissions, there's a quick trick: using resin. If you spend 30 resin on any domain or boss, you'll automatically complete 1 daily commission for that day. So, if you're someone who doesn't like running around doing small tasks, you can just spend resin and claim your commissions that way. That'll also work when condensing your resin, if you want to be super quick. Next, we have Mizuki's Story Quest, which will be available in Phase 1. Every new 5-star character comes with a story quest, and completing it grants 60 Primogems. However, if you complete it within the limited time bonus period, you can earn an additional 60 Primogems, bringing the total to 120 Primogems. These quests also often include cutscenes, character development, and lore, so if you enjoy the world of Genshin Impact, this is something you definitely don't want to skip. One of the biggest sources of Primogems in every update is the Spiral Abyss, and in Phase 1 of version 5.4, it will reset once. If you can fully clear floor 9 to floor 12 with all 36 stars, you will earn a total of 800 Primogems. This is one of the most challenging sources of Primogems, as it requires strong teams, but if you can clear even some of the floors, you'll still earn rewards based on how many stars you collect. Even clearing half of it can give you hundreds of Primogems, so don't be discouraged if you can't get all 36 stars. The Imaginarium Theater will also reset once in Phase 1. This means another 800 Primogems are up for grabs if you can complete all the challenges. Next, we have the character trial runs. Since Phase 1 will feature Mizuki and Sigewinne, their trial events will be available. Each trial gives 20 Primogems, meaning we get a total of 40 Primogems just for testing out the new characters. These trials take less than 2 minutes to complete, making them one of the fastest and easiest ways to get Primogems. Another big reset happens in Paymon's shop, where you can buy up to 5 intertwined fates using Stardust. Since each intertwined fate is worth 160 Primogems, this is equivalent to 800 Primogems. If you've been playing for a while, you likely have some Stardust saved up, and this is one of the best ways to turn it into free pulls. Next up is the Update Maintenance Compensation. As always, when a new update launches, the game goes into server maintenance for a few hours, and to compensate, Hoyoverse gives every player 600 Primogems. This reward is completely free, and you don't have to do anything to earn it. Just log in once the update goes live and claim your Primogems from the in-game mail. For promo codes, unfortunately, we likely won't have a special program in Phase 1, meaning we won't get the usual 300 Primogems from the live stream codes. However, we might still get a smaller redeem code worth around 60 Primogems. Promo codes tend to expire quickly, so if you don't want to miss out, make sure you redeem them as soon as they're released. I always post promo codes as soon as they drop, so if you want to stay updated, subscribe to never miss them. Finally, new events in Phase 1 will provide around 1,210 Primogems. The exact number may vary depending on the events, but typically, limited time events are some of the biggest sources of Primogems, so make sure to participate in as many as possible. Now, adding everything together, free-to-play players can expect to earn a total of around 5,690 Primogems, which is about 36 pulls in Phase 1 alone. That's a huge amount for just one phase, especially for a filler patch. If you buy the Welkin Moon, you will receive an additional 1,890 Primogems, bringing the total up to 7,580 Primogems, or about 47 pulls in just this phase. Now, let's talk about whether it's worth spending those Primogems on the Phase 1 banners. The two featured characters in Phase 1 are Mizuki and Sigewinne. While both are interesting characters, there are some reasons why saving Primogems might be a better choice for many players. Mizuki, a 5-star Anemo Catalyst user, is making her debut in version 5.4. She is a crowd control specialist who manipulates enemies using Anemo and swirl reactions. Her elemental skill allows her to enter the Dream Drifter state, where she floats above the ground and deals AoE Anemo damage. Meanwhile, her elemental burst summons a mini Baku, which can either heal allies or explode for extra damage. While Mizuki's playstyle is unique and fun, the biggest reason not to pull for her right now is that she will be added to the standard banner in version 5.5. This means that, unlike limited-time 5 stars, she will always be available in future pulls, whether from the standard banner or losing a 50-50. If you're short on Primogems, waiting might be the smarter move, since you could randomly get her later without spending your resources now. Sigewinne, on the other hand, is a 5-star Hydro Bow user with a healer-focused kit. Her elemental skill releases bouncing Hydro Bubble Bombs that deal Hydro damage and heal allies, while her burst creates a wave of medicine that deals AoE Hydro damage and absorbs source water droplets to enhance its effect. While Sigewinne is a solid healer, her Hydro application is slower compared to characters like Yelan, Xingqiu, or Furina, making her less impactful in reaction-heavy teams. Since healing alone is not always a high priority in Genshin Impact's meta, she may not be the best investment for your Primogems, especially since Phase 2 brings stronger characters. Now, this is where saving Primogems becomes really important. In Phase 2 of version 5.4, we will see the rerun of Furina, the Hydro Archon, who is easily one of the strongest and most flexible units in the game. Furina provides massive team-wide damage buffs, Hydro application, and healing, making her an essential unit in many team compositions. She is considered one of the best support characters ever released, and if you don't have her yet, this rerun is the perfect opportunity to get her. Riotously will also return in Phase 2, offering a unique melee cryo playstyle that fits perfectly in freeze and melt teams. His high damage output and fast cryo application make him a great option for players looking for a dedicated cryo DPS. Because of how strong Phase 2's banners are, Phase 1 is actually a great time to save your Primogems. It also seems very reasonable since 90% of you guys are actually going to skip this one. While Mizuki and Sigewinne have their strengths, they are not must-pulls compared to Furina and Riotously. The best part? Since Phase 1 is more rewarding than Phase 2 due to the maintenance rewards and time span, saving during Phase 1 means you can enter Phase 2 with even more Primogems ready to go. So, to wrap it up, Phase 1 in version 5.4 gives a great amount of Primogems, but unless you really love Mizuki or Sigewinne, it's a great time to save for Phase 2. What do you think? Are you pulling in Phase 1 or saving for Furina? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to stay updated on promo codes and the latest Primogem guides, make sure to subscribe so you never miss out. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your pulls!